Hey everyone, today I've got your Why Him movie review. A girl sends her family to meet her boyfriend. They are curious to know how well they've been treating her. As far as the story goes, this is a movie that I heard from some people saying that it was really funny to see. Even though when I did a Trailer Thursday video talking about it, I was uninterested in seeing it because I just thought it looked absolutely terrible and unfunny. And let me just say right off the bat, I was right. Now, I can say that I don't like the way the story was in this film because it was a very generic story where, girl meets boy, but boy hasn't met the parental units, so then you have to have the dad be impressed because this is his only daughter, and he wants to be all overprotective because this guy is just weird. And I don't know, it didn't really impress me as much as I thought it would because I saw that the acting just was not that great, and I didn't really like how the characters were portrayed, and it really didn't come off as being a very funny or intelligent film. As far as the casting goes, you've got Bryan Cranston, who plays the dad, and he's this businessman, have a better relationship with the family, and especially now that his daughter's in a relationship, he's got to meet the guy who is in his daughter's life. And putting Bryan Cranston in a movie like this, I just did not think it was going to work out because, even though I have seen him in comedic roles, have you guys seen Malcolm in the Middle? I liked him in that, but in this movie, it just felt a little bit too forced, and I feel like because of how much he's improved as an actor, I feel like with his caliber, I didn't think this movie fit well with him, and I would see him in a more serious role, which is why his character was kind of serious because he was all Papa Bear and trying to protect his family and protect his daughter from this guy who's acting totally weird. James Franco here. He just, I don't know. I don't like him as much as an actor than I did maybe in the past. I feel like some of the comedic roles that he's been taking on lately in recent years have been all but the same and sort of reflecting on each other, like with This Is the End, Pineapple Express, and now with Why Him. He just still was just, his character was weird. He's like this rich guy who lives in this house in Bel Air or whatever, and he's got these tattoos everywhere, and he has a tattoo of the family on his back, and it's just really crazy how he treats like the family when he first meets them, and then his interactions later on with them get even weirder, and he's just loud and obnoxious, and it's just so annoying. And it doesn't even help that the other actors in this movie are totally sidelined by these first two, which are probably the forefront of this movie, because you have Zoe Deutch, Megan Mullally playing the mother and the daughter, and then you've got Keegan-Michael Key, who is usually a funny man, with his pal Jordan Peele, and in this movie, I would say he was one of the funnier parts of this movie, but it was just falling flat. The things that I liked about this movie, there were some funny moments, which could also turn into lighthearted moments, seeing as, you're supposed to root for this relationship going well, and you're supposed to have the dad be on the boyfriend's good side, and you want things to work out, but I just felt like it tried so hard to make up for all of the other bad scenes in this movie that I was just not cracking up watching, like I know some people were. You know who you are. This is a bad love review contender because I couldn't find this movie to be at all funny, even though there were some moments that were trying to make me laugh, but really I tried not to because it didn't really affect my viewing of the rest of the film as far as having it all, come together cohesively and making sense, because sometimes comedy doesn't always work well in some films like this one. The things that I didn't really like about this movie, There were just some weird scenes, and I don't know if it was just a lot of crass humor, which I know James Franco is used to spouting in his movies, but I just didn't like some of the toilet humor, and I mean literal toilet humor. It was just, I don't know, it was just crazy. I wouldn't even want to be seen near this house because, you know, having it turn into sort of like a Neighbors type of film where there's like the house party and then things go crazy and things get out of control, and I'm just thinking, okay, now you've gone way too far. So I can't really say that I enjoyed myself watching this film. Overall, I would say that Why Him just did not impress me as a film. I didn't really like it as a comedy either, and I don't think I can see myself recommending it to anybody. I mean, if you want just like a silly, stupid comedy, then go ahead and watch this. But I think this is a throwaway comedy movie to me. So I would give this 1.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of Why Him. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.